Good morning, fellow journeyers. First morning of a new day in our fifth wheel. Still waiting for the girls to wake up from their last night that we're gonna actually spend sleeping in the Airstream. While I wait, I really should. We got all our stuff back that we got from Walmart to help us organize. What I should really do is focus on getting this stuff cleaned up, put away. That's what I should do. But I gotta get this thing up. It's just killing me. It's gotta be sitting there. And there it is. Well, it's out of the bag at least. I don't think I've ever owned a TV this big. Even in our house, I think we just had a 50-inch. So this is a 55-inch Vizio. I cannot believe how cheap these TVs have gotten. I think it's like $398. It's just nuts. It's a smart TV too. This stuff in the fifth wheel that a lot of you guys have in your house already. You know, bigger microwave, a bigger fridge, bigger TV. We're just blown away. Like, we haven't had any of this stuff for years. Like, almost 5 years, a lot of it. So when I bought this, it was a repo. If you're ever looking online at used RVs, you can tell if it's a repo a lot of the times, if the TV's been taken. Sometimes the couch maybe has been taken. TV's gone. I called open range. The way this mount works, he told me if there's already an H mount, which there is. I'm gonna put 4 bolts in the back of this, and it's supposed to just sort of slide into these. That sounds way too easy. Hensley's up. She's been working on her bridge out there. Hey girl, you working on your bridge? A few minutes. Pico, whoa, what? Pico, why are you just running in here like you own the place? So what are we doing over here? You're trying to build a bridge?
Yeah.
Is this for you to walk on?
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna need a lot of these really big ones here, like this. Do you see more of these?
Yeah.
There you go.
Which one's stable?
Well, the wider it is, the more stable it's going to be. There you go. You try it? There you go. There you go. There you go. Good job. Take it easy on our chair, okay? Well, good news is I like the TV. Bad news is the mount that's currently in place was basically not built for this TV. Like, usually you have studs that go all the way down. I can tell that is not what's going on here. So I don't know if Open Range has a stud. I don't know what's going on. but I'm scared to, without taking all this apart and like putting in my own studs, like I'm afraid I really want to build off what's already here. I guess I'm gonna buy some sort of custom bracket for the TV to make it work with this. Kind of a pain. I was hoping to be a plug and play deal, but it rarely is with an RV.
Look what we just found. Our RV's right there. And he's right over here just hanging out. Looks like he just ate. Robbie's wanting to pick him up. Let's see how that goes. I'd rather not do it. You can go the other way now, buddy. Pico? Pico. 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 No. Come here. Pico. Pico. Oh, crud.
You're not helping my cause.
Pico.
Cat.
Pico, come here.
Look at it.
Pico, come here. There you go. There you go. Just give it some space.
You got it. You got it. Can I touch it?
Put it in your house there, is that
Yeah.
said?
Put it in the house.
Does Marissa want to see it?
Marissa wants to touch it. Did you touch it?
Hensley did.
Hensley touched it?
Marissa, do you want me to put this around your neck?
You're not going far enough.
Hey, I don't care. It's gonna get Donna's before it gets us from there. Hensley, did you touch the snake?
Yeah.
What?
She said it felt slimy.
It was slimy?
She said it would feel slimy.
There it is! There it is!
No. It was in the woods.
Aren't you excited, babe?
No, we're gonna have to burn this place.
We got
down
more
now.
wild animals. First a wild cat. Pico thought about going at it.
At the snake?
Yeah, oh yeah. He changed his mind, thank goodness, but
Yeah, I changed my mind.
Yeah.
That was not a small one.
You can hear the air rushing in as soon as I hit that crack.
So the first night on our fifth wheel, we actually slept on the king mattress that came with the fifth wheel. and it killed Marissa's back. Like, she could hardly walk the next day. Her back's already kind of picky anyways. So, we ordered what we've gotten every single time we've gotten an RV, which is a memory foam mattress. We love these. So this one's just from Amazon, like 225 bucks, comes in a box, expands, all that good stuff. The problem is we've got an RV King mattress, which is like 72 by 80, and a King mattress is 76 by 80. Really close, but because the slide already comes in, it's 4 inches. I gotta do this for 4 inches. I'm not saying this is even the right thing to do. I don't know how this is gonna go. I let this blow up outside because I read in one of the comments that when they opened it up, I don't think it was this brand, but like this stuff just sort of came out of it. Maybe they did it right. Anyways, I don't know the details. There could have been way more to it than that. So we're gonna open this up outside. It does have a zipper, so I'm gonna unzip it, see what we're looking at. I do recommend, if you don't wanna do this, you already want to have the custom corners, the custom size, you can just order from Bedmasters. That's what we did with our Airstream, but I thought I'd try something different, go with this. We may still end up doing Bedmasters if this doesn't work out. So let's see what we got. Marissa has a lot of confidence in my plan here. What could possibly go wrong, Marissa?
Well, make sure you get the measurements right, number one, because you're just going to be gnawing at it with a knife.
Well, it's easier when like you're cutting it lengthwise, because the sharp end you can just sort of stick back at the headboard, if that makes sense. But since we're cutting it on the side, I don't know if I can, you know, make a nice little corner like that. That's the only thing I'm kind of worried about. But, yeah.
We can put that on your side.
That'd be great. I'm sure somebody's done it.
Somebody on YouTube's had to have done this.
Surely, you'd think so. So we're basically just taking 4 inches off. All this for 4 inches. Let's see what happens. I should have cut on the bottom side, and then we just wrapped it up the other way, so wish I thought of that. But, right, Pico? I goofed a little bit, didn't I? There's gonna be some sewing involved at some point anyways. You got a mattress topper and your blankets and everything else on top of it. I don't think there's any way, unless somebody's seeing this video, they're gonna walk in and be like, oh my goodness, you got your mattress. So I think we'll be okay. Just probably kind of tuck that under there and I think it'll work. $68 kilograms. I don't know what that is. I think it's like 150 pounds. So if you're prepping an RV as your home, it's a lot of work. I mean, prepping a home is a lot of work too, but some stuff is a little bit different. So this, a lot of you guys may or may not have heard of this company. Splendid. I think that's how you say it, Splendid. I don't know. This is probably like the most popular washer dryer combo on the market though. So not the reason, but one of the reasons we chose this rig was to be able to have one of these. Yep. Turn. Just walk it. You already got it. Very cautious here. Turn it. All right, let's go down. Oh no. All right. Look how tight this is. Like there's nothing. I mean nothing. Scratch the floor. The floor looks good. I can put it on a... And then comes the nerve-wracking part of drilling a hole in the wall. But anyways, I think...
Although I think we need it. You're wearing swimsuit trunks. Because you're
I am out of clothes. Everything's dirty.
So we need it.
We have options. We just don't have an option right here, right now. So,
I guess I'm going to be wearing my bathing suit under my clothes too.
I think you have a few more sets of clothes than I do. Marissa's only got enough clothes for the next 3 months. Where she has a different set every day. She'll be okay.
Yeah, I'm alright.
But yeah, I've been like sweating through everything I have out here working and prepping, and Like I go through 2 pairs of shorts.
I've got throw up on everything I own. Everything has baby spit up on it, so
You know, I take sweat over.
this is gonna be really handy.
It'll be nice. Look at you, buddy. I don't think I've ever seen you laying normally.
He likes looking at himself like a little bird in the mirror. He's a little mirror. You like looking at yourself, JJ?
All this space is nice. What are you doing, girl?
I'm doing a hopscotch.
A hopscotch board? Wow. Can you do it? How's it work?
I got 100 points.
So by far, the absolute scariest part of this whole process is drilling through the wall, because it's gonna obviously come out to the other side. They don't, most of these, unless you buy one used and it's been done before, like for the most part, it's not gonna have this pre-drilled. The fridge should come out somewhere in this area, which is way better than what I've seen on some videos on YouTube where it comes out pretty much on top of the logo. So the plan is, and my assumption would be that Open Range did not put wiring or studs or anything in the way of this, but I'm gonna drill a pilot hole, double check where it comes out, and then we'll do the big one. But it's nice, at least they marked it on the wall. Like our fifth wheel we had, like there were no markings, there were nothing. Like the biggest part of the install, what took the most time, was measuring the point, trying to figure out where in the world is this hole gonna come out, because you don't want to get the hole in the wrong spot. Felt like it went. There we go. So I don't even need a ladder to work on this.
That's a hole.
Boom. What's up?
There's a hole in our RV.
There sure is.
All right, there's the hole. Let's get the vent in.
You ain't never had a friend like me.
There's several differences in doing this in a house versus getting stuff ready for an RV. But I think it's one of them, like, as you're getting things ready here, it has like a huge effect. Like this whole area is like taken over by the stuff pretty much. So it's good to get this stuff done before you move in if you can, but it doesn't always happen. You working hard or hardly working?
I'm answering stuff.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. That's a puppy. We only are looking at puppies on Facebook. That's not a real puppy.
It's not a real puppy.
I have 687 friends. This is living. What? That is not a real puppy. That's too small to be a real puppy.
So sleepy, Daddy.
This rain makes you sleepy, don't it? Huh? You're out.
What do you guys think?
It's super quiet. I didn't even know you was running it yet.
It's silent pretty much. Now when it starts drying, it could start shaking the RV, so. But we bought these. Marissa didn't want me to get these. She wanted to shake as much as possible, but yeah, we bought these to go. They attach on the bottom and they keep it from shaking quite so much. We had enough shaking, hadn't we? Oh! Wow. That's why we got the washer.
Yeah.
There goes another load.
How's it going, boss?
It's raining, it's storming. Oh, and we just lost power, so that happened too. So, but the machine seems to be doing great. It's just everything surrounding this RV that has to be hooked into the machine that's giving us issues. I think I found the issue. Now granted, I was running the washer dryer, but the dryer was turned off, so it was only washing and doing a spin cycle, which I know does use some electricity, but I don't think it'd be as much as like a microwave and the AC going at the same time, which we've had running numerous times. So more likely is my guess, some sort of a surge came through our power, which is not an ideal power situation. It's just where we're at right now. because the Airstream's in our other spot, which the Airstream's just fine. And yeah, I've turned off the power, but it did this. I mean, oh my goodness. That's just melted together. I guess that was the point of failure. Man, 30 amp looks fine. This place is trashed.
I just cleaned this house.
Before
you
did.
Before you started destroying it. You're worse than the kids.
It fried. I mean, it fried one of our cords out there. Like, I don't know if we had a surge come through or what.
Oh no, what's that mean?
Well, it just means the cord's fried. I think everything's okay. This is like the,
For sign?
is that the hamburger thing off of Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs? I think. Something like that. Swap around cords. See if it gets us power. I know this is not ideal to be running over this cord. This is all just temporary. Once Donna's electric gets hooked up, we're gonna dig and we're gonna do a permanent 50 amp connection. We just got 2 temporary 30 amps over there on the pole. Look at that. You can still smell it smoldering.
Oh my goodness. But it didn't harm anything in the
I don't think
RV?
so. I mean, that's obviously not good on an electrical system. So this is what you want to have so that it catches the surge before it gets to your cords. I mean, I still don't know if it was the washer dryer. Like, we had lightning and thunder going on at the same time, monsooning rain, so I don't know. I wouldn't think a spin cycle would do that, because we've definitely had the microwave running at the same time as the AC, hair dryer running same time as the AC, but who knows? We're beefed up a little better now. So probably one of the coolest things about this is that it works on like a regular 120. So you don't have to run like a dedicated 30 amp to it or anything like that. Because this is kind of the big question with something like this. Like, is it worth it? We spend around 40 bucks a month going to the laundromat if we're in an area where we do that. So you're talking like almost $500 a year laundromat. This thing costs a little over $1,000 bucks, $1,050. I had to buy the dryer vent, some other stuff. So let's say 1,100 bucks for this. To get your 1,100 bucks back, I mean, you're looking at just over 2 years, maybe, because you've got some electricity usage too. So maybe like 2 1/4 years, something like that. So a little over 2 years, and I think you start getting your money back on it. That's really not what it's about.
It's more about convenience.
It's about convenience is really what it's about.
I mean, yes, it's nice to save money, but convenience, your time is money, and the convenience of having this here so I can do things with my kids while things are washing and not have to be in a laundromat is going to be pretty helpful.
Somebody came in with the ingenious idea of doing a trapless vent. Usually a vent has like a trap, and that's what holds the water. This one has no trap, so when there's like a rush of water, it's not letting the flow through. So when there's a rush of water, it overflows a little bit until I come over here and grab it. And so I'm still testing all this standing right next to it, because I've even got a towel down here until I get things figured out. You know, for the most part, I mean, maybe you do have to mess with something like that in the house, but probably not. So it's just different. This gets trashed way faster. We got wires melting. We got random water pouring out all over the place. The install is tight. Pets' heads are, you know, just know when you move into an RV, it's not quite like moving into a house. You've got some of this stuff going on. It's different. It's a challenge. It's fun, but it's different.
Shake, shake that Judah, shake that Judah, yeah.
This thing's like a jet engine about to take off. So time lapsed to the next day, because I had to take the whole plumbing out of the back and then disassemble the waterless trap, get that fixed and going. So that's working normally. It's draining like it needs to. Electric's fine. The vent is done. It's been a lot getting this thing into this tight little space versus like in a house where you just do the stackable and you just throw it in there and you're done. But I don't remember it shaking this bad. Maybe it did, I don't know. I haven't put this piece on yet. I've actually got some brackets that'll screw to the floor. This is kind of cool. They only recommend like 2 tablespoons of liquid. It's so efficient on the water and the fluids, so that's kind of cool. You're saving money too, I guess, technically on clothes washing liquid. What do you call that? Detergent? Yeah, detergent. No, I don't do this stuff. Yeah, probably, well, 2 reasons for the brackets. Number 1, to keep this from shaking the RV and itself so bad, and then number 2,
is so that we can make sure this closes every time. This moving stuff's a lot of work.
It's exciting work though. Like it is kind of overwhelming at times and it will wear you out, but I don't know. I think we obviously like change because in our lifestyle things are always changing, and I don't know, it's kind of exciting getting a new space. It's bittersweet moving over and having the change, but I'm excited to start a new adventure.
Well, at the core of even what we're doing, philosophies we follow, whatever, and it may not look like Less Junk More Journey right now because we're in this transition phase and it's a little bit sloppy, it's a little bit messy, it's a little bit awkward, we're bumping into stuff's in the way, but we know our core values, and regardless of if we have the Airstream or the fifth wheel or some other mode of travel at any point, it's kind of our base, and everything builds around where those are at. So I think it's a good idea to know, what your core values are and what you stand for, and
that's different for different people too, because
it's different for everybody.
Less Junk More Journey can mean one thing to one person and something completely different to the other. I mean, what you're used to.
And we're not no junk.
No.
So we have people say, we have a little bit of junk, but we're trying to have less. Technically, I guess we have a little. We can call it like just a little more junk, more journey
than usual.
Right now. Yeah.
I think for me, it's all about having less so you can experience more. So whether that space is, 200 feet in an Airstream or 400 feet in a fifth wheel, to me, our core value is still, hey, let's just live on less, live more simply, live free, and get more journey in return for that.
So I know we showed quite a few things in this video, from things we use and things we feel like help us with our journey. We'll do our best to link to all the gear down below in the description, but if you don't see it there, lessjunkmorejourney.com/gear if you want to check that out. Those are all affiliate links, which basically means it doesn't cost you a dime, but then a portion of that does go to supporting the channel and supporting our message, and we really appreciate that if you do click through there and buy any of that gear. We've still got a ways to go with the fifth wheel.
Yes.
We've still got things to sell, things to move. We've got no way to move the fifth wheel.
Well, I don't know a lot, but I know we can't go too far without a truck with a fifth wheel.
Yeah, so we're hoping a truck is in our near future.
Because it's hard. Like right now, I want everything done. I want our space completed and renovated, and right now it's still a little bit of a chaotic situation, but
we're taking it one step at a time. These are definitely some, we feel like, good steps in the right direction. Glad we got to share that stuff with you guys. Hope it's been helpful. Until next time, we'll catch you guys later.